What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? It's Noname back at it again with another Giants video. If you've seen my Redskins video, I said I was gonna put the Giants news in the separate one because the Redskins one kind of ran its course a little bit, ran its time limit that I kind of allotted for it. And this is out a bit later than I expected because Audacity, the sound program I used to record these vids, randomly crashed. And then I had to restart my computer, and then the computer took a little longer than usual. I'm assuming because Audacity crashed to get back up and running and all my programs up and running. But we're back and we're good. Hopefully, and this has happened before, which is why I'm saying hopefully none of my files are lost, because with the old PC, one time Audacity crashed and all my files were lost on Audacity. So hopefully that's not the case. I should have probably checked beforehand, but it is what it is. But the Giants news I wanted to get into, and like I've been saying for the past couple weeks, it is kind of dry. The one I wanted to get into was an article I came across on ESPN, and it's actually about that the Giants have hired Hannah Burnett as the team's first female full-time scout in the 95-year history of the New York Giants. It's the first time they've ever hired a female full-time scout. And Hannah is somebody with a lot of experience on her young resume. She's only 25 years old. And let me just get into the article. This is by Jordan Rannon, so we know it's a trusted source. I mean, ESPN already is a trusted source when it comes to these types of things. And the article goes, the Giants hired Hannah Burnett as their Midland scout on Thursday. She's the first woman full-time scouting position in the franchise's 95-year history. Burnett, 25, was an events operations intern at the Buffalo Bills training camp in 2017 and worked as a player personnel assistant in the NFL office for 4 months. She was hired in November 2018 by the Atlanta Falcons, where she worked as a liaison between players, agents, and schools to schedule workouts, watched college tape, and attended pro days, bowls games, and the NFL scouting combine. Her athletic background includes playing lacrosse, soccer, and basketball at Huntington High School in Long Island before extending her lacrosse career at the University of Massachusetts. Burnett interviewed on Zoom this past spring with Vice President of Football Operations Kevin Abrams, Director of College Scouting Chris Pettit, and Assistant Director of Player Personnel Tim McDonnell before being hired shortly after speaking with General Manager Dave Gettleman. Making history with the Giants is not Burnett's primary goal. And this is a quote from her directly. She says, "The only thing I care about is for us to win the Super Bowl. Our main goal as a team is to win a Super Bowl. That's my goal. That is everybody's goal." Connie Carberg was the NFL's first female scout. She worked a scouting role with the New York Jets from 1976 to 1980. Burnett wasn't the only addition this offseason. And this is where the article goes on to talk about Dr. Lanny Lawrence, who the Giants added as the Director of Wellness and Clinical Services. She took over engagement and development that was ran by David Tyree, who kind of left the Giants organization. Obviously, I don't think there's any bad blood. He probably just left to do something else that he wanted to do. And Dr. Lanny Lawrence was who the Giants hired to take over that position. But here they are, the Giants and Miss Hannah Burnett out here making history, at least Giants history, as she's now the first full-time female scout ever in the franchise. And I hope it works out. I mean, she has the right goals in mind. What she said is exactly true. Everybody's goal should be to win the Super Bowl. And that is definitely something I know that rang with Dave Gettleman and Joe Judge and whoever she interviewed with, because it's something that the team in general is trying to get across, and the staff is trying to get across now. They're not thinking about small things. They obviously know what the big goal is, and they're working to get there together. It's not exactly something that seemed to be the goal of the Giants the past 2 years. They seemed to, their goals might have been stuck in mediocrity, is what I'm trying to say. They haven't really always thought about getting all the way, and while it might not be realistic, having that as your ultimate goal, when you're out there playing on the field, it really does fuel and motivate you. So I'm completely happy with the signing. I hope that it works out, and I hope it actually works out similar to how Katie Sowers for 49ers, when Katie Sowers became, I think, one of the first full-time female coaches in the NFL for the 49ers. And that worked out great. The 49ers are obviously doing something right, because in her first year there, they went to the Super Bowl, and she became the first female coach to ever coach in the Super Bowl. So it's great to see that more women are getting involved in the NFL with the coaching positions. Obviously, I remember a couple months ago, there was one of the best women's soccer players in America. She was, just kicking a football through a goalpost, showing that maybe there's going to be women kickers in the future. But at least for now, in the coaching positions, I'm glad to see this is happening. I'm glad to see that the Giants are taking an active part in it. And this is kind of going to be kind of petty for me, but it goes to all the haters and doubters that were saying a couple months ago that the Giants are an intolerant and racist organization when we hired Joe Judge, a white male, over hiring Eric Bieniemy, a black male, even though it had nothing to do with race. Joe Judge was just the guy the Giants thought was a better candidate. And you go back a couple months before that, same thing were being said. Oh, the Giants are a racist and intolerant organization because they drafted Daniel Jones, a white male, over Dwayne Haskins, a black male, even though it had nothing to do with race. And to this day, I think we all can agree that Daniel Jones is a better quarterback than Haskins. Haskins still has a lot of way to go, and people were angry at the Daniel Jones pick at 6th overall. People would be infuriated right now at the Dwayne Haskins pick if he was picked at 6th overall with the way that he performed in his first year in the league. So this was a very short vid, but just something I wanted to get out quickly to you guys. Let me know what you all think. I think the Giants are doing a great job in the coaching staff, and it looks like it's being extended towards who they're hiring in the scouting department now. I mean, they had to be doing a good job the past couple of years. I love what has happened so far with our drafting with the new regime. So Dave Gettleman, the one thing he is good at is drafting. So I definitely trust his judgment in taking a scout. You know, these are the people who's going to help out in those drafting positions in the offseason, and they work full time, man. They work year round. They work a lot more than maybe even the coaches do in terms of hours that they put in to know these not only college players but some high school players that are going to go into college. So it's not an easy job, and I definitely trust Gettleman's judgment there, and Kevin Abrams, somebody who's been with the Giants for a long time now. Once again, that's all I really got to say on this topic. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll catch y'all in the next one.